Hi y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are just going to be playing with some makeup today. I want to create some looks with the Unearthly Cosmetics in the Dark palette. It has this beautiful, beautiful color story with blues, purples, olive, grays. I want to play with makeup. I absolutely love filming eyeshadow looks. It's so fun for me. Eyeshadows are one of my favorite parts of makeup. So I thought it would be fun just to create some looks with this palette. And I thought maybe y'all would want to watch, hang out with me. So that's what we're gonna do today. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just wanna have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, multiple looks, we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today because I upload lots of new videos every single week, but I can't wait to play with this palette. So let's jump into it. This is the Unearthly Cosmetics in the Dark palette. I am very excited to create some looks with this. This is on stock on the Unearthly website right now. I'm looking at it. It is $28 and you can use a affiliate code. My affiliate code is Heather. If you want to save some money at checkout, you can definitely use it. Don't use my code, use somebody else's code, but save some money. You know what I'm saying? I think this color story is beautiful. I'm going to show you a close-up of this palette before I touched all over it and swatched it and put it on my eyes and all that so that you can see what it looks like new. There's a nice, really pretty mirror in this palette. I like that it's not huge, you know, like it's about the size of my hand, which I really, really enjoy. I'm also going to show you some swatches of this palette because when I play with my makeup, I love just swatching stuff. I think it's so fun to swatch makeup. I just really enjoy it. So I wanted to share the swatches with y'all. I'm excited to play with this palette. Maybe you have this palette, you want some inspiration, maybe you were thinking about it, or maybe you were on a low buy, no buy, and you want to shop your stash and recreate this looks. That is awesome too. I just want to play. You know, I'm like, I really want to play. I was getting ready and I'm like, what do I want to do today? I want to play in makeup, and I'm like, you know what? Let's turn the camera on. Let's do some looks. So I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to zoom y'all in and we are going to do a makeup look. All right, eyes are primed. For this look, I used my MAC paint pot. I'm in the shade Laying Low. I don't know why I look at it like I don't have that memorized. Like I haven't been using it for years. I'm like, let me double check just in case it's changed. I've got my palette. I've got my MAC Stranger Things brush. I love this brush. I love this brush. I want to go in with this olive shade Obscure. This shade looks really, really beautiful. My little flyaways are getting on my nerves, but I'm going to make sure there's no creases in my eye primer, and I'm going to pack this shade on. I think this shade really kind of adds like an interesting element to this palette because you look at it and you're like, okay, blues, purples, a gray, and then you have this kind of gray olive tone that I think just makes the palette super duper versatile. This shade all in the crease, and then take like whatever face highlight you're wearing, throw it on the lid and inner corner, mascara out the door, you're good to go. And it looks so cool, but we're gonna do something a little more than that today. So I'm just buffing. I'm packing it on first. You saw I was kind of like pressing it in. I'm taking this up above my socket, and then I'm just going to kind of lightly blend around the edges. All right, that shade is blown out. I love it. I'm here for it. I want to go into the gray shade now, Shadows, and I'm picking this up. These black and green brushes are Unearthly Cosmetics brushes, so I'm just gonna pick this up. This is an A7, and let me get close to the lower lash line. I'm just going to buff it back and forth like this. Just getting it how I wanted. Super simple blending. Okay, now I'm gonna take my A6 from Unearthly and I wanna go into In the Dark. This really deep, beautiful shade, and I want to put this right down here, and I'm gonna keep this to the outer corner. So this is a deep, deep, deep blue, like a navy shade. And I don't wanna bring this up really any higher than this. I wanna keep it right down here, taking it out a little bit past my eye. You can see coming out a little bit further, and I'm just gonna slowly work it back and forth. So it's just gonna be a very subtle navy outer corner. Okay, for the lid, I really wanna go in with this beautiful shimmer down here called Illusion, but I want to use my KARLA Fix Potion. So it's kind of like a glitter glue. I've been loving this, y'all. I tested this out, what, like a week ago? 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it like every time I do my makeup. It's just making my shimmers pop so much. It's such a fun, I don't know, like I love using different mediums and stuff to play with shadows. So I've got that down, y'all. So I just tapped it on with my finger. Now I'm gonna pick up the shade Illusion. This is a UC88 brush. And I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. It's such a pretty shade. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. Very, very sparkly. And I'm just gonna pack it on. That's what I do when I use like different primers on my eyes, like this one or the NYX glitter primer. I like to pack first and then go back and I'll kind of blend. But first I want to get it all set down. Now I'm also going to use this same shade on the inner corner, and look how different it looks. So over here, you know, it's going kind of on top of the shadows I laid down. It's going on top of that olive shade. It's going on top of like the darker blue on the outer corner. So it's going to appear a little bit different than how I'm putting it right here on my inner corner, where there was no, you know, kind of dark base underneath. There's no of the Fix Potion. So it just looks a little bit different, which I love, because we have like a really nice kind of fade from dark to light going on here. But I'm going to put on eyeliner, mascara, finish up this eye, lashes, and then I will come back and we'll see the finished look, kind of how it all came together. All right, y'all, here is our finished look. I'm super duper into it. Like, I feel like this is very sultry, but still has some color. Like, I'm here for it. I feel great in this look. Let me tell you, I did use my Pat McGrath eyeliner, my HINDASH eyeliner. I'm wearing Lily lashes in the style Milan. Freaking love these lashes. I've worn these the past few days and I'm like, those are good lashes. My lips, I decided to go with like Unearthly, you know? So I'm wearing KAYLENA and Linda liquid lips mixed together to get this kind of shade. And then I'm wearing my Cupid gloss, also from Unearthly blush and highlight. I'm wearing the single blush in the shade Mellow. And then for highlight, I have on my low light palette. This is one of my favorite highlighter formulas. I think it's so beautiful. Like, it's colorful highlighters, yes, but I have on, which shade? This one right here, low light today. This is the highlighter I have on, and I just think it's so, so beautiful. But I had fun. Like, y'all, I told you, I love filming eyeshadow looks. I love creating eyeshadow looks. I'm no makeup artist by any means, but I have a lot of fun with makeup and I just love eyeshadows. I love it so much, and I'm into this look. So here we have it. Here's the look. Here's the look. Here's the look. All right, I do want to create some more though. So one last look at this and then we'll jump into the next look. Let's create another look with this beautiful palette. And I really, really enjoyed the other look. I got so many compliments on it. I felt amazing. I want to do something not really a halo eye, kind of like that kind of spotlight eye. We're gonna put the shimmer here, but I want to go in first with this really pretty kind of mid-tone grungy purple called Ascend. So I'm gonna pick that up. This is an A5 from Unearthly. I don't have any creases in my eye primer, and I really want to put this kind of all in the crease too, and mostly kind of above it. I'm gonna blend it down a little bit right in here, but I'm focusing kind of higher, and I'm just gonna blend back and forth with this shade. Okay, now that I have that shade on how I want it, blown out, I'm into it, we are gonna go in with the deep purple shade right here. This color, so pretty. And we're gonna put this right here, like on the inner part, and I'm gonna bring it down to the lash line as well, but it's gonna go all right here. So we're gonna create depth there, and then we're also going to create depth right out here. But I'm gonna leave this center part kind of empty. And I mean, if I cover it up, if it's blending, it's fine, but we're gonna keep the shimmer right there. So I don't care if this, you know, center part is blended because we're gonna cover it up anyways. But I'm just going to pull this shade kind of out, make sure we keep some nice depth. And yeah, I just want it to be dark, light, dark. That's what I'm going for. Oh, I love purple. I feel like every time I'm playing with makeup, whatever color I'm using, I'll be like, oh, I just love this color. If it's purple, I'm like, oh, just love purple. If it's green, I'm like, oh, green is just my favorite. I love it all. I love all the makeup. Okay, I'm loving the way this is coming together. Now what I want to do is go in with this shade right here called Numinous. It's a really pretty, really pretty shade, and I want to put that kind of where we left this negative space. And listen, I want to use this KARLA Fix Potion all the time for my shimmers. I just love the way it looks. It makes them last so long. I don't get creases. Like, I really love this, but I don't want anybody to like watch these looks or watch any of my videos and think like I'm saying you have to have this. So I'm not going to use it for this look. I am going to pick up that shade on this A7 brush, and I have this e.l.f. makeup mist. I don't love it, so I use it to wet my brushes. Spray the shadow with that. Ah, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, that's so beautiful. Voila. Oh, I just love it. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so I'm just kind of tapping that on, but you see how just like bright that is? I love the kind of spotlight that it gives. I love this formula. I'm gonna spray my brush again, and then pack it on over here. Now I will say I never go in. I've had people ask me, like, do I spray my brush and then go into the shadow? Do I go in with the wet brush? No, I pick up the shadow and then I spray my brush and then I go into my eye because I don't want to put a wet brush in my shadow. And then usually, like a brush like this that's a little more dense, so I put it on over here and then I flipped the brush and I picked the shimmer up on the other side, the side of the brush that was dry, and then I sprayed again because I don't like going into my shadows with a wet brush. I just don't want to like get the shadows moist or wet or anything like that where I'm gonna cause like any bacteria to grow, anything like that. So I feel like I'm looking great. Like, I'm going to blend the edges just a bit to make sure I don't have any harsh lines, of course. And then I really want to do a pop of blue on the lower lash line. This would be really pretty if you just took the purples under here. You could do like a very monochromatic look, but I don't want a monochromatic look. So I'm gonna grab, where's a little brush? Will this one do? No. Yeah, no. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. This is an 8-4 from Unearthly, and I want to do this pop right here. This really, really beautiful, just kind of true blue. Okay, so I'm taking this, getting it right up against the lower lash line, and I'm going to put it there. This is such a beautiful blue shade. And I'm just going to drag and blend, back and forth. Just kind of wiggling the brush around, you know. I think this blue is going to be a really pretty pop. You could also use this blue for the first color that we used up here instead of the purple, and that would create a lot of fun dimension too. But I just kind of wanted the blue to stick to the lower lash line, so that's what I'm doing, just dragging it back and forth. Okay, then for the inner corner, I'm going to go into just a little bit of Illusion. This is an 8-6 Unearthly brush, and we're just going to put that right there on the inner corner, just pressing that in. Now I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back. We'll see how the look came together. Yeah, we'll see. I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, I really like the way this look is coming together, but I'll be right back. All right, y'all, here is my finished look. I'm very happy with it. I put a little bit of my HINDASH HEROLINE on my upper lash line. I put on some Kiss Ruffle lashes, and then I put on a little bit of blue liner in the lower waterline. It's LA Girl in the shade Ocean. My blush, I wanted to go with the purpley blush, so I'm using Hazy. And then for highlight, I get hair on my lipstick. For highlight, I'm using the Lowlight palette. I just love, love, love this formula. And I'm wearing these two shades down here. These shades are Meteoroid and Laser Beam. I just kind of mix them together. I'm using Angela and Diana liquid lipstick. So the blush, the highlight, the lip products are all Unearthly, but I had fun creating these looks, playing with the palette. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Maybe I gave you some inspiration. If you're on a low buy, no buy, maybe you want to shop your stash, recreate one of these looks. I just feel so great in both of them, but I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a super awesome, amazing, wonderful day. I do hope that you will subscribe because I have lots of new videos coming for you soon, but I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling this look, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.